Some murders are committed with such a depraved heart and in such a callous manner that the only punishment that fits the crime is the death penalty. How tragic was this murder plot? A greedy groom, the pursuit of ill-gotten gain, dismembers a young man and discards him like a piece of garbage after executing him. In an effort to derail the investigation and frame the first victim, he partially disrobes and dishonors the body of the second victim. For the execution murder for financial gain of 26-year-old Samuel Herr, we're seeking the death penalty. For the execution murder for financial gain of 23-year-old Judy Kibuishi, we're seeking the death penalty. California law permits the district attorney to seek the death penalty if aggravating circumstances substantially outweigh the mitigating circumstances. Some of the factors considered by the committee in this case are that the defendant's accused of violating his position of trust as someone that the victims recognize as a friend, plotting to steal Mr. Herr's substantial savings and luring the victim to a remote location, dismembering Mr. Herr's body by removing his head and left arm and the lower portion of his right arm, leaving Mr. Herr's body in the theater and discarding the dismembered body parts at the El Dorado Park Nature Center in Long Beach, stealing the victim's wallet and cell phone, acting in a play and going about his life after Mr. Herr's murder, using the victim's cell phone to lure Ms. Kibuishi, murdering Ms. Kibuishi to derail the investigation and frame Mr. Herr, executing Ms. Kibuishi by shooting her twice in the head, partially removing Ms. Kibuishi's clothing to stage the crime scene to make it appear as though the victim had been sexually assaulted, acting in another play after Ms. Kibuishi's murder, callously going on with his personal plans by celebrating his upcoming nuptials at a dinner with friends with no regard or remorse for his victims. This wasn't a close call as to whether or not we should seek the death penalty. This is a case where this person has no regard whatsoever for the lives of the other human beings in his path. You know, he's an actor, and I think that that he considers himself to be the star, and all of the other people around to just be living props in his play. Our evidence indicates that he was broke, that he didn't have a job, and that he didn't have any money, and that this acting that he was doing either paid very little or nothing at all. It appears very clearly that he was just doing the whole thing just to just to get money so he could have a few bucks to celebrate his wedding. So we're going to put every effort into this case, and we're going to bring Mr. Wozniak to justice.